I put everything into crypto, quit it all, and I just said, it's this or nothing.
This would have been all over the news regardless.
Because
let's say
it would have got more volume if it was a scam. 30,000.
you put in 30,000.
Only 30,000.
And you made 850,000 from this.
Yeah, but that's nothing compared to you. I know that
Hey everyone, welcome to the Meme Vault. I'm Crypto Shifter and I've had the privilege of leading our community to over $35 million of profit. Today I'm joined by an incredible guest who started his journey along my guidance, hitting his first $100,000 and went on to make over $5 million on his own. He now runs his own successful Instagram page where he teaches others to do the same. Welcome to the show, Crypto Pure.
my name is Crypto Pure. Everything that he said is completely true. I've made over millions in crypto. So far, I'm at $5 million realized profits. I run my own Instagram page. I help people. I have students. I have employees. I run a huge channel with over 12,000 followers right now.
So, Pure, the biggest question that everyone wants to know, how did you first get into meme coins and how did you find me? So, Crypto Pure, when you first got into meme coins, did you have a job or anything, or how did you first get into this, and what made you actually realize the full potential of this, and how did you discover me?
Firstly, I was working a job. I was a lifeguard somewhere nearby, and my friend, he always used to visit me as I was a lifeguard, and he used to tell me about how he would make money in crypto and how he was profiting every single day, making thousands, sometimes. And it made me realize that there's knowledge out there that I don't have, that there's ways that I could make 10K, 100K, and I was getting paid maybe 1K a month. I was a slave. I was a total slave.
How many hours were you working? Only 1K a month?
1K a month.
That's nothing.
I was a slave. And I was just forced to clean, mop, fold towels. I was a woman. And my friend, he introduced me to crypto, into stocks and all that, everything trading wise. And he showed me that there was a path to making money online from a laptop, just like these two that we have here. And I started joining the crypto space. I made an Instagram page for myself. I started posting my results, my profit, and my journey. My journey was hard. I didn't make a lot of money starting off, but then I met a few people just like Crypto Shifter, and he started helping me personally, teaching me ways of what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right.
So the real question is, do you remember that first day you learned and heard about meme coins? Like, what was that like for you?
The first day that I learned about meme coins and actually made money myself was probably 2 weeks deep into trading. I made $100 off of one trade. I only had $10 to start, but the first time that I actually realized that I could take this laptop and make something for myself just in my room, it changed everything. It made me realize that this is literally all a lie.
So how far were you into meme coin trading, actually making money, losing money, the whole journey before you actually decided it was time to quit your job? Because I know you're a big risk taker, especially with things like that.
It took a little bit of bravery. I was nervous at first because I had nothing on the line. I had 1K a month working at a lifeguard. That's not a lot of money. And after 2 months of trading, up and down, losing, profiting, I realized that it's all or nothing. I'm either gonna keep making 1K a month or I'm gonna risk it all and try making 10K a month, 100K a month. So after a few months of me working as a lifeguard, I quit it all. I put everything into crypto and I just said, it's this or nothing, because I'm not gonna be a slave, but I'm also not gonna be poor. So I started in my room. After I made my first 100, I realized it was profitable. You can make money from crypto. It's 100% legit. Anyone who says that it's not real or it's a scam, they are dumb. They don't know what they're talking about. It's a scam if you don't have the knowledge and you're dumb. But it's real when you have the knowledge and you're actually smart and you just follow the easy steps.
Wow, so you really just hopped in, you went all in from nothing.
Yes.
$10, you made your first 100. When did you quit your job? That week or what?
A few days after I quit my job, once I made the 100.
So you made $100 and you quit your job.
$100, quit my job.
So you knew this was gonna work out. It was like all or nothing, you do or die.
It was all or nothing. Every shift was like $50. I was only getting paid like $7.50. So every shift is $50. The second I made 100, I was like, what the fuck? I'm out.
So made $100 in what? One day you said?
One day.
So that was double your salary pretty much. Because if it took you one shift at your job to make 50, that was double.
It was crazy. What about you? Did you used to work a job?
Yeah, I actually used to work at a pizza. I was their fucking slave. They fucking made me do everything. I put in like 3 times the work because everyone else there was lazy. I had the work ethic and I was like, bro, they're paying me probably 5-10% more than all these other guys. And then I'm doing 3 times the work. I remember there was one day like 3 people quit on the spot and I had to take all of their shifts all at once. And that's a crazy story because I remembered I actually was trading meme coins a while back, all the way in 2021. in 2020 when there were Binance meme coins. I'm not sure if you remember that, but there used to be meme coins on Binance instead. Now it's Solana mostly, a couple other coins, of course, but I used to trade them when I was on Binance, $400, $500, $600, $700. I made a few $1,000s. I remember there was one trade that changed everything for me. I put one BNB, which at the time was like $400 or $500, and I turned it all the way to 36 BNB, which is pretty crazy because I was younger at the time, and that was a lot of money because I was still working then. So I made around $20,000 on that trade, but I never sold. I'm sure you've been there. You didn't sell it, and you made absolutely nothing on the whole trade. You lost it all just because you didn't sell. Has that ever happened to you?
You take the photos, you flex it online, and you don't sell, you lose it all.
Take the screenshots and fucking lose it all. It's crazy because it literally happened in one day. One day I was up 20K, wake up next day, it was like 1K. I was so pissed. Never took any profits, never slowly sold, but that's exactly what built me here. That's how I got here. There were days I lost so much money before I was even a profitable trader, but now I'm making millions every single month from what I enjoy the best.
And I understand exactly what you mean by you go into work, you have the work ethic, but then everyone around you is just lazy and they're not putting in the work, they're being dumbasses, they don't know what they're doing, and you're the only one working 3 times harder. You have the work ethic, you have it in you to actually make money. You want it, you're the hustler, but then there's no opportunity for you. So the second that me and you got to see an opportunity, we took it and we just put everything in it. We dropped everything else.
Because this is the one thing that the better your skills are, you actually make way more money because at a job, it doesn't matter how good your skills are, you're getting paid the same.
It's capped.
Exactly. You're always capped out. But the better that your skills are with the meme coins, the faster you can hit that one sell button, the faster you hit that buy button. That buy button, if you hit it 1 second faster, that's not a 2x. That's a fucking 20x. Because now once you get that tweet, you see that notification, you buy the coin, bro, you're up 20x, way more than that 2x.
This is what people don't realize. Traditional jobs are not the way to go because you are capped to a certain limit by your hours that you give into it. The second that you can find a skill like sales or even crypto, that's when you can actually utilize the skills that you've learned to make more money. Imagine you're working at a dealership. You sell 5 cars, 10 cars. Now you're making 2x just from the 5 to 10 jump. Now sell 50 cars. Now it's whatever X. This is exactly why you need to learn a skill that you can put into something that's exponential because you get capped at a job. You can't be working a job. You need to get into crypto. You need to get into sales, anything like that.
I totally agree with that. Did you see that one stat where it was like college students are now making less than people who don't go to college?
I did see that.
Isn't that crazy? We're living in a world now where people are trading meme coins, doing stocks, doing whatever sort of online hustles, even physical door-to-door sales. These guys are making more than people with a college degree, and this is the first time that's ever happened in history.
The flip just occurred just a few months ago. It's completely ridiculous. You go to college, you pay $50K a year times 4. Now you're at $200K in debt, no profit for 4 years for a piece of paper. And that piece of paper now in 2025 is worth nothing. You can go door to door, crypto, stocks, anything, and make more money from that.
Yeah, it's crazy because imagine this. So you get a loan from the bank. They take what? They give you $200,000-$300,000. Not only do they just send it straight to the college, but when you have that degree, let's say you don't want it in the future, you can't sell it. That shit's yours. You can't just sell your knowledge to someone else. But let's say you put $200,000-$300,000 into a business and you work every single day and you grow the business and then one day you don't want it anymore. You can now sell that business and make hundreds of thousands. And it's not like you're just going to sell it and get zero from it. You actually get what you invested in, not only with your money, but also your time growing and expanding it.
So we've gone over the system, the matrix. We understand that there's cap jobs and then exponential jobs.
Correct.
We understand that. But now let's go into exactly our daily schedule and how we're exactly making this money, how we're making thousands, 10,000 a day, 100K a day. We're going to run through our daily schedule. What does your day look like?
So my day, honestly, I'll sleep. This is really crucial actually. So I'll sleep around 3, 4 a.m. and I'm waking up at 8 a.m. every single day. I have an alarm. I've never missed an 8 a.m. wake up. I'll wake up, stretch in bed, do all the things, check all my social medias until like 8:20. 8:20-ish, that's when I'm usually getting up, washing my face, brushing my teeth, and coming to my trading setup. My trading setup is just around the corner, and I'm trading from around 8:30 p.m. or 8:30 a.m. to around until I sleep. So right when I get in the basement and I start doing my trades in my office, this is exactly what I do. I'll first start by opening my laptop, recording some content so that I can teach people exactly how I'm doing it to show them that it's actually possible. Because there's people turning a few literally peanuts, like under $20 to hundreds of thousands. And me and you, we've both seen this time and time happening over and over and over again. So that'll take me 3-4 hours. I'll send all the content to my editors. During this time, I'm very strict on not trading, because if you start trading while you're doing other work, it's an interview with everything. You're going to lose your trades. You're going to waste time on working. It's like doing a 2x job for something that does not require extra work. So I make sure I'm not trading. I have all the tabs closed so that while I do trade, that I am actually 100% focused, because I've done it before where I'm half working, half trading, and I've either lost or I got lucky and I made, but then my work was delayed, so I missed further trades because I had to actually work on my work and the content that I'm making. After I actually recorded the content, it takes me about 3-4 hours, so it's like 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. now. From 12 p.m., we'll just say I'm done at 12 p.m., not at 11 a.m. From 12 p.m. to 3 a.m., I am just straight looking at my laptop. Doesn't mean I'm trading the whole time, but I'm looking for news. I'm looking for good opportunities and good coins, because I don't know about you, but I don't take these super risky coins. I'm mostly like a player who likes high volume very quickly. So right when I see an opportunity as the big dip, I put in 20, 30, 50 sold. And then usually around 3-4 a.m., that's when I go to bed, because I stay up that late because that's when the Chinese are actually trading. And the Chinese traders, they're huge insiders and huge whales. So that's when you could catch some of those late memes that people don't actually create the coins for, because they're up and they're doing it live. So that allows me to buy into the coins while all of America is sleeping. I'm not, and I'm able to find these coins and actually buy them before them.
And these people don't realize that usually around the later times, like 11 p.m. or 12 a.m., this is exactly when Donald Trump is launching his meme coin. If you didn't know, he launched his meme coin at 12 a.m. late at night. Nobody knew. Anyone who was up literally made hundreds of thousands from it. If you were early at 12 a.m., you saw it, you would have made hundreds of thousands from it. Did you get into the Trump meme coin?
So I actually have a really funny story with that. So the day he launched it, I actually was up and I found it at a $600 million market cap. And for those of you who don't know, it came out at a $200 million market cap already. So it was at 600 million. I was like, holy fuck, did Trump actually just launch a meme coin? Just like the same question everybody else was asking. Why would the president, or soon to be president at the time, launch his own coin? So I was like, holy fuck, this guy just launched a coin. I was in bed because I had a flight at 3 a.m. I was going to some other country. I had a flight at 3 a.m. I had to leave the crib. So do all that stuff. So I should have been sleeping at like 10. Luckily, I'm a trader. So my natural habitat is just to stay up naturally. Like I was trying to sleep, guys, at 9. Trying to sleep at 9 p.m. I had to change up my schedule for this flight. But naturally, I was up. I see a tweet go, Trump just launched his own coin. I look on Deck Screener, hundreds of millions in volume already. $600 million market. I'm like, holy fuck, is this real? I straight up run. I had my laptop. My laptop was packed. My phones were packed. My whole setup was packed. You don't know how fucking fast I unzipped that luggage, set up my laptop again. I looked at the volume. And I was like, the same question that you were wondering probably, because I know you saw it and made a lot of money from it. The same question everyone was asking is this real?
Is it real? Is it a scam?
Exactly. So everyone was asking that. So I go to his app, Truth, Donald Trump social media, and this guy posted it. So in my head, I was like, all right, I'm going to put $10,000 in this. If I lose it, I lose it. The scammer got me.
And look, he took the risk, but most people don't realize that even if Trump posted the coin, even if it was a scam or not, he still posted it. It's on his account. It's on the Truth social. It doesn't matter if it was a scam or not.
And that's exactly what I thought, because even if it was a scam, this would have been all over the news regardless.
Because
let's say
it would have got more volume if it was a scam.
Exactly, because let's say Trump's account was hacked. Not only would this coin have been all over, not only just social media, but this would have been on news. This would have been headlines. This would have been everywhere. Not only was it already everywhere, what were you going to say?
They would have put it on the news as a way to make Trump look bad as well. Now,
exactly.
Not only would it have been in the USA,
now
it's on every country. Oh, Donald Trump's a bad Trump. He launched a coin. He got scammed. He scammed his people. Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
3x the volume, just like that.
I did take the risk because I was like 50% chance it's a scam. But even if it's a scam, it's still going to go up. And then the other 50% chance is that it's his. So here's what happened. You guys can check my Twitter. Go to that day. You're going to see I was tweeting all night. I probably got 1 hour of sleep, if not 30 minutes. So I bought the coin, right? Put the 10,000 in, like I said. So I see that 10,000. I didn't get in at 600 million, by the way, guys. I got in at like 1 billion just because by the time I verified it, it was already spiked up. Just like the question, because I had to somewhat verify something. So by the time I realized all the insiders were already in, that's when I put in 10 G's, put it at around, it was like $975 million market cap, basically a bill, we'll call it. So I'm looking at it, 2 bill, 3 bill, 4 bill. So when I hit 4 billion, I turned 10,000 to 40,000 in 30 minutes. So I was like, fuck it, I'm pulling 10,000 out. I wouldn't say that's a mistake because that's typically my strategy to slowly sell along the way. So I pulled that 10 G's out because I was like, all right, now I'm fully safe. I made 10 G's back. Even if it's a scam, I didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you've always done that.
It's true.
So I take my hour nap just to get somewhat sleep before I go and fly to a different country. I wake up at 3 a.m. and I see it's at $13 billion. So now that's a 13x. So the 30K I had left went from 4 to 3x. Now there was $90,000 left. I was like, holy fuck, I'm selling another 20 bands. That 20 bands I sold, total of 30K now sold, paid for my entire trip times 5. So now I'm on the flight. I'm waiting in the airport. It's like 5, 6 a.m. now. And I see it's at 30 fucking billion. So now that 90K is like what? 237,000, something like crazy. So I sell 40K of it. And I'm just happy as hell. I'm going on vacation. It's not really a vacation because I'm still working, of course, still trading, just in a different area that I like. I was visiting some girls actually that I met a couple years back, so I was just meeting them. But after that, I was like, there's no way it's gonna go much higher. So it hit around 50 billion, and that's when I fully sold it all. So it was like what, 2, 3 p.m. I was actually on the flight, slowly selling the Trump coin while I was literally on the plane, slowly selling it all. And that's when I fully sold, profiting over $300,000 in total. And then by the time I landed, I didn't check it because I took a nap on the plane. I was that tired, literally got no sleep for like 50 hours straight. I check it. This shit hit a $90 billion market cap, or like 87 billion. I was like,
it was the craziest coin.
Craziest coin. And then this was all during his argumentation or on whenever he was like doing his speech. You remember that, his speech. So another crazy story with that. First of all, let me close off this story. I saw it hit 87 billion, and I saw also drop by fucking 50% in like 2 minutes when he walked on stage. Did you see that?
I saw that, yes.
What about your story with Trump before I go on to my next story?
I was only able to make $100,000. I sold very early. Half, I thought it just wasn't going to go up. You've never seen a coin go
never seen that.
80 billion ever. The most, what you usually see is like peanut. You would see it hit maybe a bill, 100 mil, like that range is the max. You would never see it past that. But then this literally 100x what we've ever seen.
So this was literally the biggest coin we've ever seen. That's why we were so skeptical. But talking about peanut, I know you had a pretty crazy story. You were down to your last few bucks. So what happened?
What happened was I made 100K.
This was when he was with me, by the way. He made 100K and he was like, he's good to go on his own.
I made 100K with Crypto Shifter. He helped me, taught me, and I thought I knew the game. I thought I was in set. After a few months, I ended up losing about 90% of it. So I'm down to my last 10
So you lost
Gs.
$90,000.
I lost $90,000. I was last.
I know you told me this, but that's still crazy. You lost 90% of your portfolio. And this happens sometimes. I call it market tuition.
It was crazy. I lost everything. I was down to my last 10 Gs. And then this is exactly a day before the peanut coin came out. I was looking through the trenches every single day because you know that there's new coins every day running up every day. Hundreds of millions.
Back then, like the day before peanut, I remember they're like daily runners, 20 mil, 40 mil, 50 mil. There was like even like 2-3 weekly runners of 100 mil.
Every single day, there's a new chance to catch 100x, 1000x.
Exactly. We've been able to do this. We don't time most of them perfectly, but we get a lot of them.
Multiple times.
We don't get all of them, but we do get a lot of them.
And nowadays, we're sitting in a group chat, just forwarding these to each other on the voice, telling each other.
For you guys who don't know, we're on a voice chat all day long. Like I said, I start at 12 p.m. This guy starts at fucking 10 a.m. This guy's searching before me. He's caught some of the plays I haven't caught. But finish your story with peanut.
Yeah, so it was a day before the peanut coin came out. Day before the peanut coin came out. Down to my last 10,000, and I'm on the market. I'm scrolling. I know a runner's gonna come soon. And
was the day before or the day of?
Day before.
Okay.
It was the night. It was nighttime. I was on TikTok. I was scrolling, and I literally saw the peanut meme. Like this is exactly how it was on. It was on TikTok. You would see memes of this squirrel, and then that's exactly when I knew this is gonna be on Deck Screener tomorrow. People don't realize the information is the money. It's currency nowadays.
You know, it's crazy because there's a lot of people, they'll watch TikTok, they'll scroll, they'll see these memes and joke about like little kids. I'm not expecting this, but there's also a lot of teenagers who do this. And it pisses me off because I'm like, bro, you're on TikTok, you're getting the meme early, you're getting the information, your first source information. if you just applied that info, went on deck screen, saw the meme and bought it early, bro, you'd be making so much money.
If you're someone who uses TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts, and you're scrolling every single day, even for 10 minutes, you have the opportunity to catch 100 mil runners, 10 mil runners, 200 mil runners, all these runners. You have the opportunity at home to actually just catch these 1,000 X's.
Every runner that I've caught, like the biggest ones, I've actually saw the memes or been sent the memes. The biggest one I remember was like right after Peanut. Fred, you remember the raccoon they tried to replicate it with? My friend, he actually sent me a meme saying, bro, Peanut just died. Look at this raccoon that just died. I was like, bro, people are sending this shit around. I got into that meme coin at a $300,000 market, and I'm pretty sure it topped at like 60 million.
But yeah, it was late at night, 12 a.m.
Yeah, finish the story.
I was scrolling, I saw the Peanut coin. I knew that this was going to be the next runner because it was everywhere.
So you woke up, saw it?
It was everywhere. I woke up, I'm just on deck screen and refreshing every single second. I'm waiting to hear a tweet. I'm on X. X is one of the best places for crypto tips,
it's the easiest place. Everything crypto is there.
Everything. And I'm on there, I'm scrolling, I'm waiting. I have all my alerts set up. I have 2 monitors, left, right, everything refreshing at the same time. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the Peanut coin. It hasn't been made yet. It came out. Instantly, I got in at 1 mil market cap, and it just flew to like so fast, 100 mil market cap. And I ended up making 100x on that. I made over 500K on that coin alone.
Holy fuck.
It was crazy. It completely revived me. And I'm sure, I know this guy, he made like 1 to 5 million on that coin alone.
Yeah, so I actually did find that coin at 700K, but it was a very scary story. So I remember I was watching a couple insiders in my circle. I was tracking their wallets, and I saw 3 of them buy this coin. And these guys don't buy unless it's like a runner. Like this shit's running. If I see these 3 guys combined buy the coin, this shit's running. So I put 30 SOL into the coin, which was like what? A few thousand, like 6,000. And this shit dipped to 300K. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like this close to selling. But then 2 more insiders buy. And then the other 3 insiders, they also started buying the dips. I was like, all right.
That's when you know.
We're buying the dips. So instead of buying 30 SOL, I was like, fuck, we're going to make it a flat, even 100. So I put in another 70 SOL at the dip, and we bought that $300,000 dip. So now we were in the coin like $15,000. And this was a coin I remember. I actually went out that day. We were driving the supercars around town. And I told one of my boys who was riding me, I was like, yo, this is the coin. We're about to get rich from it. And I was right. This was the coin. Because I for some reason, I could get a gut feeling. I was like, yo, this coin I feel like it could just hit a bill. And it's like, at this time, the only coin that hit a bill, I'm pretty sure, was GOAT. The GOAT's Maximus. A lot of you guys know what that coin is. That was the only coin that's done this, especially from a pump fund coin. There was no other token that's done this. So me saying Peanut's gonna hit a bill, like, kind of didn't sound realistic to my friend. I'm sure you know this. Like, if you say this is a $1 billion runner, bro, you sound insane.
Yeah.
So it hits. I wake up the next morning. It's still around like 1 to 5 mil. Not that much news came up. But then I'm looking, my full Twitter page, all about Peanut the squirrel. Instagram, Peanut. Even people who I used to go to school with, they were posting about this fucking squirrel. I was like, what the fuck? This shit's about to run. And then boom. Elon Musk follows the page. That shit shot this up to 50 fucking million. Bro,
that's how it happens. Elon posts about it. He backs
At this point, I was up like 80x on 100 fucking SOL. So you already know how much that money that is. It's like fucking 8,000 SOL. So I'm slowly clipping. At this point, it was at $50 million. And I'm half out. Half of my money's out, half of it's in. Because I'm the type of guy, I always leave a moon bag. So I'll wait another day. Because at this point, I did stop trading meme coins for the day. Because I'm already up like hundreds of thousands for this day. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go enjoy the day. It's a nice day. Go to the pool, go to the beach with my boy, drive the supercars around. You know how it is. I'm sure you do.
Exactly.
So next day rolls around. All over the news. Every news page is talking about it. Elon Musk and fucking Trump are both talking about this one coin. I see it at a bill. Remember, I left a few $100K in this at 50 mil. So that's another fucking 20x at one bill. I sold everything. I started selling 10% clips along the way. It took me like 2 hours to fully sell out. But by the time I was out, I was able to make $3.4 million from that coin alone.
Holy fuck, bro.
But you know what's even better? I fucking called that at $3 million. In my Telegram, I called that at $3 million.
So they all ate.
Everyone who was inside of the Crypto Shifter Telegram got this coin at a $3.4 million market cap. Literally,
they don't understand. It's free too. You can join.
Anyone can join for completely free. But the craziest part is I made $3.4 million off the coin, but I also called it at $3.4 million. It's kind of a coincidence because I literally posted this because I actually posted it on Twitter first at like a $1.3 million market cap saying I'm buying this coin, but like Twitter doesn't really count as a call, you know? So I posted it then in my Telegram.
I saw you post that on X.
And then once I posted it on my Telegram, I just saw it kept shooting up 10 million. And I kept posting about it because you know how it's like. Once your coin that you call goes up, you always post about, yo guys, 3x, 5x, 10x.
Yes, updates.
But this one kept running. So I was updating them like every hour, bro. 40 mil, 50, 70, 10x, 30x. It just kept running up. But the issue is a lot of the people who make the most money, they have to hold. A lot of the people in the Telegram, they don't hold that long. So they'll make a few $1,000s, but a lot of the people never hit big because they don't know how to slowly sell.
They've never experienced the huge jump.
That's why the best method in these meme coins to maximize your profit, but also minimize your risk, is start slowly selling after you're a few X's up. That's my strategy. So going back to the Trump coin, do you remember how much you made from that?
I made over, I think, $850,000 exactly.
So you made $850,000, but how much did you actually put into the coin?
I only put in like 30,000.
You put in 30,000.
Only 30,000.
And you made 850,000 from this.
Yeah, but that's nothing compared to you. I know that you made a lot more from that coin.
I did not make that much from that coin.
There's no way.
I told you. I sold along the way. I mean, I made, all right, I probably made more than you, but.
This is Crypto Shifter. Over almost 9 fix. Closing in.
So I did make more than you. I do remember that. But I did tell you the story a couple minutes ago when I bought 10K and it just fucking shot up. So, no. I made around 300,000, like I said. So you did make more than me on that one because you did put in a lot more. I only put in 10K. You put in 30. So I went
all in.
I only made around 30,000 or 300,000 from that. You made 800. That's fucking wild. So when you made that money, did you withdraw any to your bank? Did you buy any cool things?
Instantly swap to USDC, put it in the bank. New AP, no new Rolex. That's it though.
Iced out?
Iced out.
You got iced out watches?
Only iced out.
All right. The real question is, does the AP and the Rolex match or two different things?
They match.
All right, they match.
They match. Do any of your Rolexes match?
All right, so
APs?
I got the Prezi. You know the Prezi with the expensive one. Got a diamond bezel all over it. Fucking flashes. Not only do the hoes love it, but bro, it shits on the guys in my area. All of them are so poor.
Before I got mine, I've never seen anyone have one ever. That's the exact reason I got a bust down.
For real. So honestly, I'm not wearing anything on my wrist if it isn't iced out.
That's true.
Because the thing is with these meme coins, bro, we be making so much money. We have to flex. You have to.
You lose the idea of what money is. It doesn't become real anymore.
You'll go to like a shop. Shit will be like $10. I'm like, or not even a shop. Well, the bad example. Let's say we go out to eat. It's $300. I'm like, bro, that's just
One
two soul.
Two soul. 3 soul. That's it.
Like
done.
My process, I don't think in dollars, bro. I think in soul. Like, all right, that new watch, that's only 50 soul. Fuck it. Let's get it.
Every single time people are going out to dinners, they don't realize that it's literally just
sold.
Buy this coin, sell this coin.
You know what's crazy? I've had some coins. Like I made $10,000 by doing one. Holy fuck. Two. In and out in like 5-10 seconds. Usually though, like the biggest coins, not biggest, but like I'll make $5,000, $10,000 in like 40, 50, 60 seconds. Isn't that crazy?
It is. It's insane. And you can just buy a coin. It's instantly going up. Like right now, the market is so hot. You just, almost everything you buy is just going up.
For real. Not just like meme coins, like even the altcoins, like SUI, Solana, Ethereum's ass, by the way. Fuck Ethereum. What is your opinion?
Fuck Ethereum, fuck XRP.
I agree.
Bitcoin believer.
You got a supercar? I didn't see you pulled up in that one fucking huge one. I can't say the car unless you guys want to.
3 supercars.
If you want to say the car, go tell them.
3 supercars, all from crypto, paid by in cash. What about you?
I have 5. I'd say 2 of them are luxury vehicles, but then the other 3 are just super fast sport cars. The other 2 are more like, I could say the two luxury cars. One of them is the Nuke Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and then one's just the Urus.
Once you get into crypto, you'll understand that everything's about speed. Every second counts. That's why I only drive supercars. I don't buy any other cars because everything's about speed.
I remember one time I was speeding. It was like, I can't say how fast I was going. I was going fast, triple the speed limit. But I get home, park the car, and I instantly see a trade. I open my laptop, I instantly see a trade, made $3,000. I was like, this is why I speed. People say, bro, it's only 30 seconds. They don't realize these are normal people. 30 seconds is a lot. Because in those 30 seconds, they say it's not that much time, but that's because they're working a job, bro. In 30 seconds, they're making what, 3 pennies, 4 pennies? Bro, I've made thousands in 30 seconds.
And this is exactly why his name is Crypto Shifter too. He knew.
All right. I actually got that name because I thought of shifting like supercars. This is before I had anything. I was like, yo, I want to shift supercars. But then I was like, you know what? We got to shift through fucking some money. We got to make some money first. We got to make it. That's when I discovered meme coins. And obviously I knew about them a few years ago, but I kind of distanced them because I got the NFTs. I made a lot of money from NFTs and I lost it all. Plus I lost like an extra $10,000 in NFTs. But then I saw the Solana meme coin market hopped back in the game, and I still had all the same skills, so I was still pretty good at it naturally, and I just kept going. So like, you're making all this money, you got these supercars. Does anyone know what you do or who you are?
No one knows who I am yet. I'm yet to reveal it. Does anyone know who you are?
No one knows who I am, but I've actually been considering taking the mask off.
Same as well.
So you're making all this money. What does your family or like immediate friends think of this? Like, what do you tell them?
They're all super like weirded out. They don't understand. Like no one understands. Because before me, not a single drop of money has ever been made. It's all been followed by the traditional system. What about you? Does your family know?
They know I'm making money, but they don't know exactly what I'm doing. They just know I do stuff. They don't know what I'm doing. They just think online, money, whatever. They don't really ask too many questions because one time they asked too many questions. I was like, no, stop. You don't need to know what I do.
They can't know because
can't know.
They just can't know. It's for everyone's own good.
It's not even just that they can't know. It's just, all right, now that you tell them, bro.
They're not going to gain anything.
Not only are they not going to gain anything, but it's like, they're going to ask questions. Like, I hate when people ask me questions. What about you?
And then they're going to be like, wait, tell me. How do you do it? And then they never do anything.
I'm actually trying to explain to like a 50-year-old at Thanksgiving, yo, I bought fucking Moodang.
They're not even going to know what the fuck a website is, what a computer is. They don't even understand, let alone buy and sell a coin.
Dude, I was at the barbershop the other day, and there was this guy. It was actually like a crazy story. He was 50 years old, like 50, 60. This guy had a Bitcoin shirt on, right?
Bitcoin.
You know what Bitcoin is. Everyone knows what Bitcoin is. If you don't know what Bitcoin is, hop off the podcast.
Hop off right now.
But he had a Bitcoin shirt, and this was, literally 2 days ago when crypto was up. You saw the big pump, 20%, every coin, 20%. So I looked at him, I was like, yo, you know everything's up today, 20%. He's like, yeah, I know. And then this guy starts telling me about fucking meme coins. This guy's like 50.
That's insane. It's crazy that these 50-year-olds know coins and they're actually making money from it too.
No, it's surprising because all the other 50, bro, these 50-year-olds don't even know how to fucking use a phone. And like, this guy's telling me about fucking fart coin.
And these 50-year-olds, they're actually profiting more than these 18-year-olds too. Some of the people watching this, they don't even know what crypto is. They don't know what the memes are.
No, that's crazy.
They haven't made money like we have.
I know, a lot of the 18-year-olds are still busy just fucking trying to get with chicks. And people think we don't. We definitely do.
We do.
We definitely do. But the crazy part is, you can do both. Like, I hate when people say, has anyone ever told you,
yes,
bro, you need to lock in. No girls, stay inside.
No girls, stay inside.
Bro,
nothing.
That's total bullshit. You know that only doesn't work. It's because they do half and half. They'll be like working while texting girls. They'll be getting with girls while trying to work.
A good thing is that you have to give your full attention to everything you're doing. When you're trading, you need to be fully locked in. You can't be texting a hoe on the side, snapping a hoe, showing your arms and shit.
Bro, you could be up 3K in a trade. You open your phone, you open her snap, you snap her back, you're down.
Gone, liquidated.
Everything, the guy rug pulled it, bro.
Gone.
Have you ever been rug pulled?
I've been rug pulled so many times, I can't remember exactly how many times. What about you?
Oh, bro, I'm rug pulled fucking daily.
Daily, exactly.
Daily.
This is why you need to be careful. There's certain strategies that you must use and know.
If you guys get rug pulled, your first coin, good.
Good.
Only start trading with a few dollars. Bro, when I first started fucking learning trading, I was a dumbass. I started trading like hundreds of dollars each trade, and I lost it all.
It was crazy. But what I used to do is I would look at the market cap and just imagine that's my trade. And I wouldn't actually trade. I would just imagine the market cap, that's my trade.
I used to do that, but then it never like felt real. Like, you don't get the same
that's
feeling.
True. There's emotions in trading as well.
So like, the more you play with, the better the lesson. Like, even if it's the same lesson, if you lose more, you're never going to make the same mistake.
People say that there's lessons in crypto or trading. It's true, 100%, but it's not like everything. Like, emotion isn't just everything. There's a lot of skill that you can use too. What do you use for your skills mainly?
My main skills,
your strongest one.
My strongest one is just understanding human psychology of when people buy and sell these coins. Because when I think, all right, it's at a top, it's going to slowly dip down, and then, because obviously if it's at a new all-time high, it's going to drop because a lot of these other old guys are going to be selling, right? But since they bought at 100K and now the new all-time high is in the middle, they have 10x the power of some random guy up here, right? Because they had a 10x. But guys, let's say it dips. Now there's a whole bunch of people, especially if this is a high volume coin, there's a lot of people who are waiting for that dip to get in, right? So now the people that sold up here, they might be like, holy shit, I might have to re-enter because now it's going to be pushed up, and that's how it keeps hitting new all-time highs. That's how you know that you bought a good coin. But yeah, I'm always trying to get that new breakthrough. I use human psychology because knowing this and learning it on your own is actually a really good skill because not a lot of people understand that trading is just human psychology.
It's a lot of it is, and exactly with stocks too, it works the same way. Stocks is a little bit longer than crypto, but it's the exact same thing. It's 100% human psychology and understanding. And a lot of these people think that it's just gambling. You buy a coin. It's not. You know that.
It's not gambling.
It's not gambling at all. You buy
because we have an advantage to the game.
If you have an advantage to the game, those are just skills. Like once you have this knowledge,
let me explain how it is. Gambling is if I go and I put money on LeBron James to win, but what we're doing is we know LeBron James. We know he's training. He's our boy. That's how it is right now. Because like he tells us, yo, put this bet, I ain't gonna miss. That's like him saying that to our face.
Even people who go to casinos, there's people who are gamblers, professional gamblers. It's the same thing with crypto. There's professional information. We're professionals now.
We've been doing this for so long. It's not even like, all right, he might have been only in this for a year, but you guys don't see 1 year times 14, 16, 18 hours a day. That's fucking 3 shifts at a job.
That compounds. That's exactly why me and Crypto Shifter are now one of the top traders.
Me and Crypto Pure, we are trading every single day, bro. I haven't missed a day in the last 18 months.
You can't miss a day. There's always something new to do.
Bro, were you here when Pump Fund first came out?
I don't think I was.
Bro, I was here, and it was the sketchiest shit ever.
We've actually talked about, like, now in the recent of creating our own website.
We thought about it. We're not sure if we're going to fully do it yet, but we might honestly do it. It seems like a big task, but honestly, with all this trading, we're pulling in a lot of money, so we might not even need to.
We'll see. I think it'd be very beneficial for both of us.
It would. Plus, we'd make it very easy. I feel like all these other ones are outdated. We could just take over. I
agree. And with everything, hard work, consistency, those 2 things, we can get anything done. That's how we've been able to build our portfolios.
Do you ever think meme coins are going to die out?
That's a good question. I don't think they're going to die out. Not yet, at least for the next 3, 4, 5 years, at least. What about you?
So honestly, I'm pretty sure they might in like 1, 2, 3 years, but it's like a cycle. Like it happened in 2021, happened in 2020, it's happening now, it happened last year in 2024. It just like always comes back in a different shape or different way. So even if meme coins die, there'll be something in the future that's the exact same way, just a different strategy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like NFTs, and then there was meme coins. But as long as Bitcoin's still up, everything else is going to pump.
And Solana, and those are really the only thing I buy. Do you hold Solana, USDC, or Bitcoin? Like what are your main coins?
I have 90% of my portfolio all in Bitcoin.
90%.
90%. 5% of it is in Solana, so I can trade with huge trades. And then I have 1% USDC, and then the rest is just in my bank.
Your full port, how much have you made in the last 1 year total?
From holding Bitcoin?
From trading meme coin, from everything.
In the last year?
Because I know you started $10, you made that first 100, you got to 100K with me. You told me you made 100,000 on a few coins.
Yeah,
what are you at?
Yes. In the last year, I'm at about 4 million pure profit. That's why my name is Crypto Pure.
So 4 fucking million.
4 fucking mil. But this guy's made a lot more.
Well, I'm around $35 million in just the last year alone. And then that 2021 run, I made around 20 million.
Yep. And he's going to close on 9 figs. He's going to hit the 100 mil. And you guys can be a part of it too.
I'm very close. So talking about how much we've made, fuck how much we've made, bro. You know how much our communities have made?
Bro, exactly. That's actually why I do
Our communities have made more than me combined because
if you combine it all, 100%.
I'm one person. I've got 30,000 people inside my Telegram all winning daily.
Daily. My members have sent me that their rent's paid.
Bro, if you go to my Instagram and go to my highlights, I have stories of wins, not only from the people who join our Capital Club, but everything. Bro, people are printing thousands, millions. Bro, one of my guys fucking made $1 million on Trump.
Bro, what the fuck? No, I actually know some of my homies.
I didn't even make $1 million.
I know some of my homies, like my friends, they made like 40 mil. They made generational wealth. Like they retired. They fucking retired.
Bro, you don't know how much 40 mil is.
Bro, 40 mil is a lot. For a single day, that's insane.
Bro, you could buy a fucking yacht, 40 mil.
It's a lot, but you can spend it very quickly. Very quickly. That's exactly why we are in the trenches every single day, trying to make more.
Bro, you know, I lost like 1 mil in a day before.
That's fucking crazy. The max I've ever lost is 100K.
Bro, I fucking lost a mil. So it was a high trading day. Remember when Trump got inaugurated, we sold the Trump coin and we made all that money?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The day after, or 2 days after, I forgot. Remember when Melania coin came out?
Yeah.
So it was pretty much the same thing. I ended up putting $400,000 in it, like within the first few hours. But remember how like it wouldn't let you trade? There was so much volume, it just wouldn't let you buy.
Yes.
So I bypassed the warning and I got mev'd instantly.
God,
like I lost 400K in 1 second from that shit.
I barely put like 5K into that coin because, as you were saying, it's like goes up and down. But I did make a little bit. I only made like 10K though.
Bro, I got mev'd on the full transaction. Lost fucking 400K in literally a second. My face, I didn't even cuss. I didn't even scream. It was just silence. Straight silence. Just looked at my phone, depressed.
We're so in the game though that Trump, Melania, we knew there was a Baron coin coming out. You saw that.
We did.
Baron coin.
So the other 600,000 I lost strictly because I stopped using my strategy and I just kept, that was straight gambling. I was like putting 100K in this coin, 100K, trying to make it all back. But by the end of the day, I lost a mil. It was fucking annoying. But this was when I was actually on vacation. Because remember how I told you when Trump first came out, I went on vacation to a different country?
Yeah.
So the next day I was still on vacation and all my boys went out to the pool. They went out to the club. I was like, yo, I cannot leave the what's it called? The hotel. I stayed in that hotel and I made $1.2 million back because of all the high volume and Baron coin.
It was the new style. It was the blue header and with all the shit on it.
Not only that, but like there was a Mark Cuban coin.
Exactly.
There was fucking all these celebrity coins. So I was putting in 20, 30K each time, pulling out like 100K. And then I was able to make $1.2 million. So it was $200,000 profit in just a few days.
It's crazy. It was like the price of Solana was like 3x. It's typical. So people didn't realize it was a 3x right now. Any soul you got, that's a 3x. That's why you got to be in today.
I sell 80% of my soul like the second I make it. So I can't lose it.
Yeah.
And then I put it into Bitcoin.
The Solana moves too. These people don't realize Solana's going up and down every single day.
Because, all right, a lot of people trade like, all right, I'm going to put one soul. But sometimes soul's $100. But that day was $300. It was like 100 or 250, 270, 280. I woke up, it was $290 that day.
It's fucking crazy because now summer's coming around and that's exactly when everything gets a little spiced up.
Exactly.
It's a little bonus.
Because everyone's like got that summer rally vibe. They all want to make money. They all want to feel good. They all want to feel like they're doing something.
Yep. And right now it's at 170. It jumped like $30 market cap, price point in just the last month.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And then I slowly took a little profits of Solana because I'm the type of guy, like I do trade Solana only like at big dips and big increases. So I do expect it though to have $500 by the end of this year. There's a lot of ETFs pending around in the USA.
Right now, you got to get in Solana right now because this is summer. We're in May right now.
Bro,
the chart's going to go up.
There's so many people in my community begging to personally help them, but it's just going to take too much time. I can't do one-on-ones. That's why I decided to post these YouTube tutorials and to actually start this podcast to actually teach people and the youth that they can actually make money online from stupid memes instead of scrolling and watching them.
Yeah, all the people that like they want to get help, they want to learn. This is exactly what we started this podcast for. We're going to have a main thing that we sell to these people. This is exactly why we started this, so we can help other people and teach them easier. Now, this is like a main hub. This podcast is exactly for that.
You know what's crazy? No one's ever done a crypto podcast like this before. It's like, this is the meme coin podcast,
This is the first meme vault podcast ever in the history.
And the thing is, this isn't going to just be us. We're going to be inviting these crazy people. We're going to be inviting Cupsy. We're going to be inviting West. We're going to be inviting Crypto Licks.
The biggest people.
All these big names you've ever heard, comment them because we're going to be inviting all these guys and we're going to have them on this couch.
Comment who you want next, and we'll see who we can try to get in.
Because honestly, I'm thinking about having podcasts on like a yacht, maybe even a private jet.
We're going to have all these. We're going to have jet skis. We're going to have the yachts. We're going to do the podcast there. And this is the beginning. So if they want to see more, if they want to see more, they can follow now. This is the first one.
And then if you guys want to join the community that's printing money, I'm going to have both of our Telegrams in the description. We're both having daily calls. So if you guys actually want to make money, because our communities have made far way more than us combined. So you guys know what to do.
We don't have to talk. Our members can talk for themselves. You can see the profits on our pages. We have highlights. showing the actual members talking, the profits made, everything.
That's another thing. So a lot of people are like, if you're real, why do you have a mask on? And I'll tell you exactly why. That's just because I'm real, just because I'm sharing the truth and giving you guys profitable plays, doesn't mean there aren't stupid people out there, bro. Bro, I gave this guy a perfect signal. I told him to buy it at 1 million. Shit hit 10 million. And then he could have done a 10x, right? This guy DMs me saying he bought the coin. I'm like, good job, whatever.
But then they buy the coin at 10 mil.
They bought it like, this guy bought it at 8 mil. He wanted a 3x. I was like, yo, we already hit a 3x. What are you doing? He told me he wasn't home, so he decided not to buy it until he got home. And then he gets home, he buys it, and then it just crashes.
Like, obviously crashes.
So I literally wear a mask because some of these guys get really violent.
They get mad. They'll come out and they'll actually like
bro,
try
they'll
to
send
hurt
death
you.
threats. I've gotten several death threats doing this, but overall, I've gotten thousands of screenshots of people profiting, hundreds of thousands.
The death threats, they're nothing compared to the profits that we've helped people make.
Bro, I have like people in India telling me they actually paid rent and got their family food and their mom doesn't work anymore.
Literally just 2 days ago, someone was telling me they couldn't eat. And I was like, bro, all right, one-on-one call, 5 minutes max. I will help you make one trade, that's it. And then he ended up being able to eat that day.
Bro, it's crazy how much people are making. Because me and you were live trading, like we're sharing our screen, seeing Twitter trackers, seeing what's going on.
We're seeing everything.
We're buying the news. And that's another thing, why you guys need a team. Because me and him and a couple other traders in our circle, we work together on a live call. So not only we can scan the different news together, because let's say this guy finds something, I'll be like, yo, this coin, like I'll say the name out loud and we'll all scan it really quickly. And that means we can scan this coin 5 times faster than the average one-person man. And we can instantly buy in before them, making way more money.
Plus, if we ever get the same coin at the exact same time, if there's times where all 5 of us or like whoever's on the call, once we see and say the same name, we know that's a banger. If we all coincidentally say the same thing, it's not a coincidence. Nothing's a coincidence.
You know what's crazy? Because we have other group chats, for this exact reason. If I'm in the group chat that we're in, and I see another one of my group chats say the exact same coin, I'll be like, yo, another group chat said it. That's how we know
it's a banger. That's how we know. And it's literally banger, instant, crypto pure, verified.
Because now 2 group chats say it. But this is how it works. We'll say it. The other group chat will say it. We'll buy. There's not more volume. We bought. Insiders are already tracking us. They'll buy. You'll buy. Now, a whole bunch of people have already bought. Then our small community that no one can join, it has to be like request only, or like you have to be invited to join. We share it there. They'll all buy. And these guys are big investors, bro. Like $10,000, $20,000 trades, you know?
Yeah.
And then from there, if we still think it's a good coin, then we'll actually share it to our main community so that we can all profit. And then that just pumps up the coin even more. And then everyone makes money. And then by the time all of our communities get in, that's when it hits the mainstream news like Twitter, the news, social media, and then everyone's profiting.
And these people, they think it's a scam. Like, it's not possible to actually profit from meme coins. But the craziest part is he said it himself. There's multiple groups are saying the same coin. This knowledge is real and it's true. You can profit from it as long as you know the game and you know how to play it. You can profit every single day.
Out of the week, 7 days a week, how many days are you winning? How many days are you losing?
It goes up and down a lot. Obviously, we're winning every day and we're losing every day because most coins that we buy in actually end up being a loss.
Yeah, but the thing is, we might lose more, but our wins are huge.
But the wins are massive.
Bro, most of my wins are 5Xs or more. So like if I put in $1,000 and I lose 1,000 3 times, boom, 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 and then I make 5K because of 5X, bro, I'm already profitable 2K.
Yeah, and then you just take a little bit of that, put it into the next coin, and just keep cycling, and then you end up like profiting way, 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 way more.
But 5X is like my minimum, so I can hit a 20X that day. Because the thing is, if I get in at 100K market cap before everybody else, all I have to do is hit 2 million. You know how many 2 mil runners there are daily? There's so many.
I'm getting at least 5, 10, 20 X's every single day, multiple times throughout the day.
That's crazy. Like, obviously, we'll slowly sell to like slow down our profits a little, but compared to the times we lose more, but we lose less because we aren't investing that much money. Like, we don't put 10, 20K in a coin unless like this is like the next peanut or something.
We've been so in the game for so long. We have so many names, big names that we know are profiting daily. We have we're tracking insiders, we're tracking whales. We know the big names that are winning. We've been in the game for so long. We've seen the wallets that are buying into these coins, and now we have trackers on all these people. We have
Bro, they have secret wallets.
They have secret wallets.
Bro, there's this one trader. I'm pretty sure you know him. But he trades every day, but then he switches to a new wallet. We have to like keep updating it.
and he'll like barely transfer anything out because everything's like online. You can see it. So this is like verified ways to do it. There's wallets everywhere. You can find them, see their trades, and you can actually copy their trades, make profit from it.
That's another thing I like is like you can see everything, bro. The blockchain doesn't lie. Like
Blockchain
you know
is
if this guy
on
made this
24/7.
much money. Wow, that was a lot of stories from Crypto Pure, making all this money, losing all this money, and this is Meme Vault. This is only the first podcast. There's gonna be several more. Thank you.
A lot more coming. Thank you very much for hosting me. It was very fun seeing you talking about this. It was very entertaining. I hope that people who watch this actually learn something from us.
Hopefully, that's the whole point.
That's the whole point. Maybe they realize that there's more to meme coins than they actually think. There's a lot more strategies than you know, and there's a lot more coming.
Honestly, subscribe, comment other people who you want on our podcast, and we're going to try our best. And if you guys want to start trading, I'm going to leave all the trading bots and all of our telegrams in the description below. But that's the first of Meme Vault.